we have cricket. Let's get ready for the game.
Well, the anthem sung by a 13-year-old young lady, full of emotion, and the evening is full of emotion here inside Minute Maid Park. The roof is closed, the sounds are amplified, and I can tell you it's air-conditioned. But we're hoping to see some hot cricket, that I can assure you. And Sachin Tendulkar's team, the Blasters, need to win this to draw level in the three-match series. Not quite a packed house, a full house, but it is a packed house. We've got 25,000 plus, and the massive screen will show the entertainment. Mahela Jayawardene is keeping wicket, and the start commentary for you will be Ajay Jadeja and Mike Hazeman.
Hello everybody, and thanks for joining us. We have got a terrific game of cricket ahead of us tonight. It's game number 2 in the Cricket All-Stars Challenge, coming to you live from Houston, Minute Maid Park, which is the home of the Houston Astros. It is noisy already, believe me, and every time Sachin appears on the television screen or the big screen here at the ground, that's what happens. What a venue this is. It is quite spectacular. Built in 2000, has a capacity of some 41,000 people. Thousands again looking to get in already tonight for the start of this game. There's thousands outside still filing in, and there is a bit of a forecast for some rain in Houston today. That's why we have the roof closed. That roof, by the way, is 242 feet from ground level, so there's no chance really of anyone hitting that. It takes between 12 and 20 minutes for it to open and close. But it really is a superb venue, this Minute Maid Park in Houston, another baseball ground. And the ground was closed early today once they realised there was a chance of a little bit of rain and maybe the odd little thunderstorm, but we're going to be safe and secure inside, and everyone is set to go. Of course, the Blasters lost that first game. They shouldn't have done so. They got off to a terrific start. And Sachin Tendulkar put on 85 for the first wicket. And then in the second lot of 10 overs, they lost plenty of wickets and therefore lost the game in the end. So Warren's team, the Warriors, are 1-0 up at this stage. And Sachin and Brian Lara in particular, too, who have been quite vocal about the fact that they want to make sure they level the series after tonight. Alongside in the commentary box to start proceedings is Ajay Jadeja. Ajay, good evening, welcome.
Good evening, Mike. What a lovely evening this is, and what a great time we've had on this tour. We've been treated by these legends. Sachin Tendulkar, Shane Warne, both of them have put this thing together. All-Stars. Shoaib Akhtar treated us the other night in New York with some pace and bounce.
He sure did. He got some gas going as well. He had one or two of these batsmen hopping around the place. There was a nice little bit of interaction on microphone with Matthew Hayden in game 1, just telling us a little bit about what he wants to do and how he wants to, I'm not sure if intimidate is the right word, but how he wants to shove the ball into his areas. And Matthew again is mic'd up tonight, so we'll have some further conversations with him about what it's like to face someone like Shoaib, but he bowled quite briskly.
It gives us and the viewers a great opportunity to get into the minds of the players, how they think. All the years that they played cricket for Australia and Pakistan, you always wondered what they were thinking, but here's an opportunity for all the fans to hear them.
And an opportunity also for Michael Vaughan, who didn't play in the first game. He's opening the batting with Hayden tonight, former England captain. 170 games for Michael Vaughan, 1800s, best of 197, class act, and one of the fine characters of the game as well. Really relishing this opportunity to play on this surface again. Just to remind you, there's a drop-in pitch, cultivated in Indianapolis, as all the pitches will be. The next one, of course, is Los Angeles. in a couple of days' time. The first one was in New York, so pitches travelled up on trucks, put in. Really is quite remarkable how they do that. But this surface looks like a nice one. The boys were telling me, those who trained on it yesterday, and virtually all of them did, that it's a surface that's going to come on nicely to the bat. Yep, holds that record for the highest individual test score by an Australian, 380 against Zimbabwe. 2 slips he's going to be starting with, Shoaib Akhtar. Bigger ground this one. When I say bigger ground, I mean the dimensions are more even, if you like, for a cricket game. We had a couple of short boundaries in New York, but this seems to be a little bit better balanced. Steve Davis at the business end. Here we go, let's play inside. Shoaib Akhtar to Michael Vaughan. Unleashed the first up, and Michael Vaughan just eases out in the covers to get going. Righto, Matty. Here we go again. You versus Shoaib Akhtar. How are you feeling?
Hey, pretty good, pretty good. Looking forward to it again.
Eased away. That's where opening batsmen like things. Round about the hip so they can just ease it on the leg side for one. You had a bit of bad luck the other night, Matthew, in New York. Almost a bit of bad luck there as well. Almost getting hit by the ball. Shoaib Akhtar just catching a glove.
That's fabulous, though, boys. Again, the atmosphere.
I see there's been a bit of a few words on Twitter, Matty, between Shoaib Akhtar in particular, saying he wants you and he wants you badly.
Yeah, he's got all the talk show. He always has. He's been a brilliant competitor over the years.
Glenn McGrath, he was kind enough to join us in the commentary box in that first game in New York. He's getting a run today. It's gone wide of the second slip, running away nice and fine for a boundary. So there's a thick outside edge. Shoaib Akhtar is disappointed. The runs are banked.
Most unlike Michael Vaughan, flashing there early in his innings. Shoaib Akhtar wishes he had another slip there.
So already 6 runs on the board. 2 balls left in this, the first over. Nice drive. Good solid connection this time from Vaughan. Just a reminder that it's a T20 game, 20 overs each side.
Like an interesting thing that you see on the field is Mahila's got the gloves on.
Yeah, that's a bit different, and the big cheer is on the big screen. Saurav Ganguly. Short that time, forcing Vaughan onto the back foot. Sharper stance, that's a direct hit from Matai Murali. He bowled beautifully in that first game in New York, did Matai Murali. 7 for no loss off the first over. It's probably the longest time that Alan Donald's held a bat. My apologies, Alan. So we got the first over under our belt. There's cut. Hooper looks nice and relaxed. I don't think I've ever seen a situation in a cricket field where Hooper's not been relaxed. Tata's bowled one over. What about this for an opening pair? You've got Shobakta with his aggression, his pace, and then Glenn McGrath with his metronomic bowling. Terrific record, Glenn McGrath. Bowling to Michael Vaughan. Oh, that's straight back to McGrath, and he's grasped it. Would have been a fine catch had it been taken.
Rarely see that smile from Glenn McGrath, and that's been the feature of this all-star cricket. They've played competitive cricket, they've tried hard, but they can smile at the mistakes that they make now.
Yeah, I mentioned one of the big bonuses, I think, about the fact that these guys are playing, and we've got 30 magnificent cricketers in the last 25 years that are fronting up in this All-Stars challenge. It's not just the ability of the guys, the record of the guys, and that's a huge part, but it's also the fact that they're outstanding characters, and they are thoroughly enjoying this outing, playing for Warne and also Tendulkar. Matthew, I have a question for you. Throughout your career, we often saw you before an innings, before a big game, sitting cross-legged on a pitch and just visualising, I guess. What was that all about when you did that?
Well, the bloke I'm actually facing here reckons the only reason why I did that was to get every major sponsor that cricket had in the game.
Whipped away, nice shot. Beautifully played by Vaughan.
He gets one in his half and picks it up early. The bat turns in his hand. That's how it gets to mid-wicket, but you see him, the flow is down the wicket.
Very correct batsman. Michael Vaughan likes to play the lines, particularly when he first arrives. Hello, Mahela. That's a bit different for you with the gloves on today. Again, through the line. Direct hit might be interesting from Pollock. It perhaps would have been sent upstairs. Just missing the furniture, Sean Pollock.
It's interesting, in a 2020 game, we still haven't seen a run out in All-Stars as yet. Apologies, I've been just told by our scorer that Callis was run out. Yes, he was.
Yeah, Mahai, a time Murli Durham with that terrific throw from the boundary.
Apologies to Murli.
One slip from McGrath. That's a bit of a friendly one. Full toss, bunted through the cover region. Matthew Hayden would have enjoyed that off someone he would have played a lot of cricket with. End of the second over, 18 for no loss. So there's a quick look at the two lineups for today. Warriors versus the Blasters. Shobakta again. Short, beautifully played. Good shot, well in front of square that time for Michael Vaughan. The outfield's a bit on the slow side, and they're going to have to run these, get those old legs going.
It's been a long time since Dada's chased one to the boundary. Picked it up beautifully, Michael Vaughan.
Couple of blokes who took a lot of wickets for Australia, those two guys in Test match cricket. McGrath plugged in from one end and Warne at the other. Used to whir away for hours. Shane Warne's doing an outstanding job on this All-Stars tour. Spending a great deal of time with the media, as is Sachin as well, not missing any PR opportunities. Really trying to spread the gospel of the game of cricket. There's Shoaib just doing a little bit of stretching as well. Said he pulled up a little bit stiff after the first game in New York, but these guys have been spending quite a bit of time in the nets and training before they did arrive in New York. Driving on the up, nice shot again from Michael Vaughan. Okay, Mahela, now tell us about these keeping duties. This is something that's a little bit rare.
Yeah, it is. I mean, just imagine I've got Shoaib Akhtar coming running at me. I got the mic'd up, and I've got gloves in my hands. Do you think anything else can go wrong for me today?
Why don't you take a step or two closer? No?
Sorry? Hello? Ah, I don't think so. I saw what Shoaib did to Moeen the other night.
Yeah, that was pretty fiery stuff to Moeen Khan and also to Jacques Kallis. So let's see if we can have a look how far back Mahela J. Warner as keeper tonight is going to be standing. It's going to be just around about second base. Yep, almost bang on second base. Short ball, swing and a miss, nicely taken by Mahela J. Warner. So Mahela, I'm sure that your great mate Kumar has given you a few tips, surely. What has he told you about keeping?
He said just keep watching the ball, make sure you don't hurt your fingers. That was it.
Yeah, I guess that's a pretty important thing, particularly when you've got a bit of batting to do. There's Kumar looking nice and relaxed. Slow ball dragged across on the onside. One bounce, terrific connection. That is a fine shot from Michael Vaughan.
What a terrific shot that is. Down on his knees and picks it up. Shoaib Akhtar's been worrying about his hamstring. It'll be interesting to see what comes next, Aisman.
Yeah, maybe something back footish, I would imagine. I think Big Shoaib's going to take too kindly to that sort of shot. Oh, and he's launched that one too. That's a terrific shot. What a shot that is. That's out of here. That's going to excite the train. One of the features of Minute Maid Park is the train that they have here. We'll talk a bit more about that in a sec. There's a dozen runs off that over. 3 overs gone now. What a start this is. 30 for no loss. It's used for a bit of celebration. There's Billy. He's got a terrific job in the train. Just to let you know that that's a replica of a 19th century locomotive. And behind it is a linked coal tender. And that's become a big fan favourite of this ground. Started back in 2000, everyone loved it, so they decided to stay with the train. And it's an architectural icon at this venue. Pollock into the attack now.
It's been a great start for the Shane Warne side. Sean Pollock, 829 international wickets. One of the all-time greats.
Oh, what a shot that is. That is beautiful stuff from Matthew Hayden. Wow, that's outstanding. This surface is a better one than what we had in New York. It's coming onto the bat nicely, and it's allowing these quality batsmen to play these outstanding strokes like that.
Mike, you got it right. Today we're going to see a lot more 4s and 6s. But that shot is an extension of a forward defense. It just goes down and extends his arm. If a kid watching back home anywhere, especially in the United States, if you want to learn how to hit 6s, this is probably the best way to do it.
Matthew Hayden transferring the pressure superbly. Just a little bit short at that time from Pollock. Keeps Hayden nice and honest.
Matthew Hayden keeps batting pretty simple. Just goes down the ground. Anything that's pitched up to him is always played straight. Rarely does he play the flick shot or try and glide it through point. Generally what the subcontinental batsmen try and do. And if anything's pitched short, it's out of the park.
Gee, that's a good shot. That's hammered away. Not too much wrong with that delivery. When we see this replay from Sean Pollock, see Sean just pulling a bit of a face, you'll realise the length is pretty much okay. It's just fine batsmanship.
Rightly said, wasn't that short. It's the batsman who makes that ball look that it's so short.
Smashed, crunched. Down the track this time. Matthew Hayden wants to get down the other end and have a bit of this as well. 12 runs now off this over. A bye there, and they've still got one delivery remaining. Tried to capitalise again off that last delivery. That's a dot ball, but 12 off it, 42 for no loss. Gee, let's have a look at this lineup to come. The start has been brilliant so far from the two opening batsmen. John Cullis, Ricky Ponting, Kumar Sangakkara, Simons, Jonty Rhodes, who played so superbly in New York to steer the Warriors home. All got was a Macron who can bat. There's Shane Warne. Now, Shane Warne is actually wearing one of the Craig Shelley special Cricket All-Star watches. There it is. You can head over to facebook.com/Cricket All-Stars to win one of your very own. So there it is, the Craig Shelley special Cricket All-Stars watch. Probably won't get that back. On the bounce, Matai Muralidharan into the attack now.
I wonder how Mahela's going to deal with this. He's played him enough in the nets.
Slap at the misfield. Now, I remember when I've been broadcasting when Mahela's or Sri Lanka have been playing, Kumar Sangakkara just used to pick Matai Muralidharan all the time. I wonder how Mahela's going to go. Mahela, have you got your head around all these variations from Muralidharan?
Yeah, I am. Staying in the slips, you know, you can't drop catches off Murali. He goes really mad, so we need to make sure we pick him before the batsman.
It's not going to be easy. What a purchase. He'll enjoy bowling the surface. It looked like he hadn't put the ball down, AJ, when he rolled his arm over in New York.
He's been bowling in the nets since the start to the end, almost an hour every day. And you're right, doesn't look like he's ever let the ball go.
Nicely played by Vaughan. He looks in really good nick, Michael Vaughan. I think he's been having a few sneaky net sessions, maybe for a month or two.
Certainly does look in great touch. Feet is moving. He's picking the ball well.
.800 Test wickets to Mahela Jayawardene. they do not have at the moment Michael Vaughan. Of course, it must be remembered that Mahela J. Warner used to take many catches in that first slip position off the bowling of Matai Muralidharan. Most common dismissal combination in Sri Lanka. Caught Mahela, bowled Muralidharan. That's 5 overs gone. What a start this is. 46 for no loss.
Hayes. It's going on at a real gallop. 46 on the board, 5 overs gone, and Graham Swann has been itching to get into action. He's been talking a good game. Almost like the pantomime villain. Okay, come on, Swanee, what have you got? A little bit too short. That asked to be hit by Matty Hayden.
Yes, spanked away, much too short. Outside off stump, Matthew Hayden will eat that up every time. The outfield here is so flat, so true. Once you hit the ball through the spaces like that, you are going to get maximum. This is a bigger field than maybe the one we played at in New York City field. It's 50 for no loss, and we're in the 6th over.
Now we got the cheerleaders in from the local university. They've had a good time warming up the crowd. Now Matthew Hayden hasn't seen much of the strike. Oh, that's gone straight up in the air, and he's got away with it. Virender Sehwag was at slip. He's got away with the top edge.
But I think that Matty Hayden at least was sweeping from outside. The off stump, when he got away with that. Virender Sehwag, the man that slip, really couldn't get back. The spinners have now been brought on to keep things tight.
Graham Swann, he's the man in this entire event with the most wickets in T20 internationals. He's got 51 for England. It's the most by any player in the Cricket All-Stars. So Graham Swann has got a reputation to uphold. Oh, that's got to be gone. It's gone. Swann traps the former England captain Michael Vaughan, and that's something they can talk about long into the night.
That must be bragging rights. Yes, the first wicket goes down, and he's talked the talk, now he's walked the walk. Swanee gets his former captain out LBW. He's smiling because he knows he's going to be talking about that for a long time. That was so plumb. It would have probably hit middle and leg, more middle than leg. There he goes. He is smiling because he knows he's going to be bragging about that for a long, long time. Michael Vaughan has gone for 30. It's 51 for 1.
First wicket to go in the 5th over, and it's Michael Vaughan who is looking in pretty good nick. Michael Vaughan's gone for 30, and he's got the Warriors off to a racing start. Jacques Kallis is the new batsman. New man is Kallis, Jacques Kallis. Graham Swann has removed the former England captain Michael Vaughan. He's got some turn there, Graham Swann. It's 51 for 1 from 6. Matthew Hayden, who's played very much the silent partner in this opening partnership, 20 from 12. Michael Vaughan had faced 22 balls for his 30. And Jacques Kallis is the new man who's in. What a stadium this is, the Minute Maid Park, home of the Houston Astros.
Air-conditioned indoor stadium. First time I've seen that anywhere. The humidity here is normally tight.
Now Glenn McGrath is going to change ends here. Glenn McGrath coming on in the 7th over. His first over cost him 11. Bowled a very gentle full toss to Matthew Hayden, which was gleefully accepted. Two former great Australian teammates. Oh, he strokes this, and it's gone a long way over long on. What a handsome swing of the bat that was.
Yes, a lot of right hand in this one from Matthew Hayden. Outside off stump. Just allowing that free hit. And the train brings in the maximum at 6. The outside off stump, that's always a free hit. He hits it back over the bowler's head. 6.
Tell you what, they might have been good mates for many years, but Glenn McGrath is not going to enjoy that. His pride has taken a bit of a dent there. Now, what has McGrath got for Hayden this time? Hayden 26 from 13. Strokes him over, long off. No, straight through the hands. Brian Lara is the fielder.
I think that Brian Lara at one stage thought that he had this covered as it was coming to him. Hit a little bit low, but hard. He was interested for a little bit, Brian Lara, and then recognized there was nothing to do about this, and not a 6.
Yeah, didn't get a fingertip on it at all. Oh, he's dragged it on. Glenn McGrath. That's a great comeback from the big Aussie fast bowler. Matthew Hayden was taking a real delight in Glenn McGrath's bowling, and McGrath ends the little onslaught.
Well, a little bit of retribution and getting your own back here from the big fast bowler. Got a little bit of luck because it was under edge onto that off stump. And of course, there's going to be a celebration because another teammate gets another teammate. Hayden is gone for 32. It's 63 for 2.
New batsman Kumar Sangakkara, the most elegant of batsmen who's ever played the game. 38 centuries for Sri Lanka in Test cricket, with a Test average well in excess of 50. A magnificent player.
And looks to be in fighting fit form. Look at him, not an ounce of fat in his body. He's just retired. He was saying a couple of nights ago he still thinks that he's done the right thing by retiring. But I think he could play another couple of years. The guy looks really fit.
Kumar Sangakkara. Sangakkara, the only batsman to have scored 4 consecutive ODI centuries. He did that in the Cricket World Cup this year. And he scored runs at Citi Field in New York last Saturday. Glenn McGrath has removed Matty Hayden. Now let's go downstairs with Shibani Dandekar. Shibani.
I'm sitting here with Ricky Ponting, padded up, ready to go. Look, not a bad performance there by Matthew Hayden. 32 runs on the board, fellow Aussie. That's given you guys a good start.
Giving us a great start. Both him and Michael Bourne have played really well so far. There'll be a bit of banter between the two Aussies now with McGrath getting Hayden out. That'll be talked about for the next week. That's for sure. But so far so good. 2 for 63 off 6.4 overs. So
walk us through Hayden's wicket there.
There could be another wicket right now.
I think that could be trouble. That could be trouble. Has it gone upstairs?
Third umpire decision here. I might be going out the bat and I might leave you stranded on this.
Third umpire
interview,
referral here. A third umpire review.
No appeal, huh? No appeal.
I'm not sure if this is a review or not. Don't think it is. I think Mare Erasmus, I think what he thinks here is that the gloves have removed Sachin. Well, it should be a review. That should be a review. Now it's a review The big screen has shown what has happened here, and Mare Erasmus has gone upstairs to Simon Taufel. Now, that was good enough from Tendulkar. That looks as if the ball hit the stumps before the glove of Jayawardene. Let's just take a look at this. He takes his time here. There's the ball, hits the stumps. That's got to go. Now, if this is the end of Callis, he's going to start really getting annoyed, because he was run out in the first match in New York, and that time it was a throw from Mutai Muralitharan. He was run out for 13 in the first game. Now I think he's gone here. He's short of his mark. Well, those stumps are broken. There we go. This will do it. This will do it. Gone. He's got to go. He's got to go. That'll tell the third umpire, Simon Taufel. I know that the glove of Mahela Jayawardene brushed the stumps, but that was after the ball had broken them. Yeah, well, from that shot, it looks as if the ball broke the stumps, and then the glove of Jayawardene brushed the stumps. It's all on the third umpire. Simon Taufel's got to make the call here. Umpire is going to give us a decision. The third umpire said not out. Callis has a life. Jacques Callis. Oh, the boos go around the ground. They reckon that Tendulkar did enough to remove Jacques Callis. So a relieved Jacques Callis stays in.
And he would be disappointed too, Sachin, because he's the one who threw the ball and was convinced that he'd gotten that run out.
Just down the leg side. It's going to be 4. This Shobakta's not going to cut it off. It's a 4 off the last ball. 7 gone, 68 for 2. On the board. This is a terrific start for Warne's Warriors. It's a lot of batting still to come. A very solid start this for Warne's Warriors. It's still to come. Ponting, Simons, Rhodes and Akram. Let's go back downstairs. Ricky Ponting is with Shibani Dandika. Shibani.
Well, 7 overs in and the excitement is certainly well underway. I'm still here with Ricky. Ricky, tell me a little bit about what this league has been like for you guys. Cricket in America, first of all.
It's been quite surreal, to tell the truth. I mean, the first game in New York and the few days we had before the game was a fantastic place to start a cricket tournament in one of the greatest cities in the world. And then we had 36,000 people come and watch, and I think all the players just really excited to be a part of it in the first year, and so far so good.
Well, you guys certainly look like you're having a fantastic time. Tell me a little bit about what it's like to kind of get back into the game, body conditioning, being competitive again. I know for some of you it's been longer than others.
Keep with Mahela.
Yeah, it's been about 3 years for me. It felt like 3 years after that first game as well. I've been pretty stiff and sore over the last couple of days, but I think Shoaib and a few of the fast bowlers have probably been a little bit worse as well. But to get back in and feel the atmosphere again, I think that's what I enjoyed the most in that first game, to be out in the middle batting again and have a bit of crowd noise and a bit of atmosphere. Sort of brought back a lot of great memories from years and years ago. So I think that's what all the players are experiencing right now, and even now you can hear how loud it is in here now. It's fantastic with the roof on here tonight.
I'm sure it's also given you guys an opportunity to go head-to-head with some players that you never really expected to be playing with.
Yeah, go head-to-head against them, but also share a dressing room with them and get to know them, you know, have dinner, have a coffee, you know, tell some cricket stories about the battles we had through the years, but more importantly, get to know the guys a little bit more, because you know, I played for 15 years against guys like Sachin and Sehwag and didn't really know them that well, but you know, over the last week and a half we've had a good chance to get to know each other a lot better.
So speaking of getting to know them in the last couple of days, what have the training sessions been like? What have you guys been doing in your time off? I know you're a golfer.
Yeah, I'm a golfer. I had a game of golf this morning, actually. Yesterday we had a clinic here for about, maybe a couple of hundred kids. We had a clinic before our training session yesterday. So, I mean, it hasn't all just been